Hello boys and girls, my name is Freaking Viking, welcome back to another video. Today I just want to show you something a little bit different, something cool that I've been working up, I've been cooking up lately in the cauldron. This is my new clan boss team, and I want to show you that you can make a decent, okay working clan boss team without having all of the extras. So I'm just going to play auto, and I'm going to go through a couple of the things that I've done with the team, and it's not done whatsoever. That's not the point of the video. It doesn't hit crazy stupid numbers here on Nightmare, but in order to get to the crazy numbers you need to start somewhere, right? And I've been struggling with finding a consistent good clan boss team for the longest time. One of those reasons is because my roster is kind of all over the place, but at the same time I'm missing a couple of key components for me to make things go smooth. The other thing is cooldowns and speeds and tunes and all of that kind of stuff, where I hope the music is not too loud. I don't think it will be. Can you shut up? Why are you so loud? I need to move you around. There we go. That's better. So Farkin or Fat Man, I'll just call him Fat Man, all the way to the left there. His A2 is disabled because it's not booked. Geo's A3 is not booked. So if I had both of them up at the same time, they would kind of like... it wouldn't really work, because most likely Geomancer would put out his HP burn, and then Fatman would go like, heck nah, this is my HP burn. And then you wouldn't get reflect damage, and then there would be no real use for Geo. And then I don't have block deep. Yeah, I don't have block debuffs, so if I use Geomancer as my stun target, I will have even less reflect damage potential. It's like, it's still kind of iffy, but it works. Like, it deals enough damage to do a 3-key Nightmare right now, and I'm hoping at least this run will show the actual number. It is closer to, or it should be closer to 20 million, which is not insane, but it is within range of 2-key Nightmare. Seeker's A2 it's not booked. Geomancer's A3 is not booked. Rasen's A2 is not booked. Jarek is the stun target, who's also my main increased defense champion. And Fatman A2 is disabled, and A3 is not booked. So there's a lot of booking that needs to be done in this team, and it still works. I will say, however, it comes down to other areas of the game. For example, your Grand Hall. Grand Hall is very important. Another thing, and the most important part, is, of course, gear. I have accumulated some really good gear in the past couple of months. Maybe even since the last video that I made. Not sure which one that would be that I actually posted. I have a couple of ones that are not posted because I'm thinking of might redoing them, but that's for another time. So the point here is that you can make a clan boss team as long as you have a good setup, and then you can disable and enable abilities out from like what kind of booking you can do, because not all of us have really good source of books. For example, me myself, I don't have that because I don't hit very consistent last chest on Nightmare, and the drop rates from Brutal is apparently extremely low, or I'm just extremely unlucky as usual. It's very rarely that I get shards or books. For the most part, I just get a epic rarity cruel or immortal set piece and XP Bruce, maybe 5 or 10 gems. So I would say that to both new and fairly experienced players, that if you cannot get the last chest on Clan Boss on Nightmare, you should probably look into that fairly quickly. So I'm hoping for my team. If you want to leave a comment down below telling me what you think about the team, good or bad, whatever, as long as it's constructive, of course, I would highly appreciate that. But my first immediate thought after running it a couple of times, both on Affinity and not Affinity, is that it is a really strong team. I actually do believe, honestly, genuinely, that it's a strong and good team. The only thing is, I would love to have myself a Sepulchre Sentinel instead of Jarek. So Jarek is tuned for 4-3. He is, I think he's at 236 speed right now. Oh, this run is not the best I've ever seen. It's lacking. Oh wait, I'm sorry. The 20 or the 19 million run was on Force Affinity. That makes sense. But yeah, I think Jarek is 236 speed, which makes him a 4-3 tune for Nightmare, or within the range of. And if I could get Sepulchre Sentinel, I could have the block debuff that I mentioned earlier. And I think that alone would make a huge difference. So you have a couple of factors, because I mentioned the increased defense, and you have the passive from Seeker, but it's on a 5-turn cooldown. And I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, I could make Seeker really, really fast. I guess. I think I could. Maybe I need a couple more double and triple speed rolls, but I think I can make him insanely fast. But the problem with making a champion insanely fast without having sufficient buff extension is that he's just going to spin off all his buffs, and he's just going to be fast in order to be fast. So there it is. Something must have happened to my Geomancer here, because Geomancer and Rosin in general right now, with how this team works and what I've done so far, they should deal ish the same amount of damage. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I don't have anyone. I can go through the kids really fast. I don't want to make this an insanely long video. So we have lifesteal on Razin. These are the stats. 172. He's just within normal speed, almost 100 crit rate. I don't play him with accuracy right now, and the reason for that, so I can push the defense a bit. I don't have. I said I had really or okay gear, but it depends how you look at it, because I also have Fat Man at 3,500 or 3,007, so I'm gonna have to do some regearing. He's at 216 speed, almost 100. He has okay amount of accuracy. I'm looking for I actually do have a double, but hopefully on a 6-star soon. And then we're still working on some upgrades here and there. Yeah. No accuracy on any of those pieces. My quad roll defense here. Yeah, so there's still room for improvement. I'm still using a couple of blue items here and there. Not that blue items are not, okay, but you know what I mean, I hope. It could get better. That's my point. So here's J-Rig. Also in lifesteal, 100, 111, 250, because Flandy decreased accuracy. Decrease attack. If I don't like the decrease attack, I'm kind of screwed. He's 224 now, so we went down 3. Pretty solid, okay build. All of them right now are in counter-attack masteries. Seeker, lifesteal, needs some upgrades on his... in general, don't need the accuracy. I just ended up with that. 220 as well, 3, almost 100. I need to buff him up eventually. As you can see, there's still room for improvement here. And Geomancer. So Geomancer will get 250 accuracy once the banner is leveled up, I do believe. He's fairly low on everything else. A bit higher HP, not too much, and will also need a whole lot of re-gearing. It's just I'm not very familiar with how to tune clan boss teams just yet. I'm still learning, so this was a good way for me to just get into it, kind of learn. These are the masteries. I don't think the masteries are that important on all my champions. Let's just run one more, and then I think we're gonna have to end the video there. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely make a team. I will do Jarek as the stun target again. You can definitely make a team without having all of the books. It's just, it won't perform as well right off the bat. So when I see this team, I don't expect this team to only hit for 13 or 14 million on Nightmare. But the thing is, it's not finished. This team is not finished whatsoever. And once I get the Fat Man's, or once I'm able to enable to reactivate Fat Man's A2 with HP burn and poison, especially the poison, I think the damage will increase drastically. Once I can get Razin in higher defense and lower the other ones a little bit, I think that's going to be a huge game changer as well because of the sheer damage. If I can get Seeker's attack up a bit, it will increase the damage. Once all of the books are down, or like one champion at a time, the faster the books gets down, the faster my damage will just ramp up. And the more consistent the team gets, the more I will know how can I actually retune or re-gear my champions. So until then, I'm okay with the 3 key. I just need to wait a little bit longer for some books, especially for Geomancer's A3. I think that's very important. Another thing is, I think I need 1 book for Seeker's A2, which is that one with the Terminator booster. I need to make sure that Geomancer does have 250 accuracy, and like there's a couple of key components left, but even with all of that missing, and my tune might not be as good as it should be. I have tested in Deadwood Jedi and everything, like it should be good, but you never know. That's the thing, you never know. Maybe you've forgotten about something. Boom. But nonetheless, like it works, and that is the main point I want to make. There is a lot of changes you could do to a team like this, but you can also make a team without having Brogni or Chris or someone that puts up an insane shield. It is possible. I think this... Oh, oh, almost died there. Sorry. Almost died on the camera live, or well, live for me. But you can make a team that works really well. Would be able to 3, maybe 2, maybe even 1 key NM. You just need to work on it. So I focused on getting the speeds down and then kind of filling the requirements of just being in tune and being able to maneuver who's going to be the stun target. So yeah, that's pretty much what I got. So I just want to let this run through, and then you can ask whatever questions you want about it. But to me, I think it's a decent build. It's not like, oh my god, look at my insane build that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. That's not the point. That's not the purpose of this video. It's just, hey, I made a cool clan boss team. I think it's pretty alright. If you want to do something similar, I think it's a pretty good idea. If you have more books than me, cool. So the actual tuning, I did show you the numbers for my speed. I'm not saying that my speeds are like the go-to. Of course, there are different ways of speed tuning a team. And this is not one of those preset teams from Deadwood Jedi site. This is a completely homemade build. It's an amateur homemade build. Yeah, hope you got that reference. Oh, coffee. My first cup of coffee today. Let's go. So, I think the last one was 13 or 14 million. So, let's see what we can hit here. What I need to do, I think, is to retune Geo. Because I need him to take even more damage. And, yeah, I just need him to take even more damage somehow. So he can reflect more. That means lower... Oh, sorry. Oh my god. That means higher HP and lower defense. That snuck in on me. Ooh, that got me good. Where was I? Yeah, there's one thing I will really miss if I get a Sepulchre Sentinel or I switch out Jareg. It is the continuous heal. The continuous heal is actually really good. Hey, I ignored it. Another thing I have been wondering is if I should just stack resistance on Geomancer instead, if I can get the accuracy check and still have okay stats. Um, I did look at the calculator for Geomancer speed, by the way, to see how low can I make Geomancer in speed and still have him in tunes. I think he is as low as possible and still within range of getting the consistent A3 down on every single same turn. Either AV1, AV2, or stun. So yeah, maybe you want to go back and look at that if you and have a look at it, because that's very, very important. Like, if your Geomancer is like 120 speed, he's not gonna be very effective. But he won't be that effective if he's at 230 speed either, and it does make a difference for clan boss, like who he focuses. But I will not dwell too much on that subject because I'm still learning, and I think it's really difficult to tell like what will the clan boss actually do. Seems like this is a way better run than last time. I think we were a bit unlucky with the some of the debuffs. Honestly, I think that might have been the problem. It's kind of sad that Geomancer died just now that he got his HP burn back up, but you know, that's how it is. 16. Now this is more the damage that I thought we would get, but I let it run because of the video. Normally I think I would have just reset and tried again, but it was good for the video. Good content, I guess. You can see the difference. Like, it is not in tune. It's not very well in tune. Especially now when you're talking low numbers. I mean, when you're talking really low numbers and really high numbers, I still consider this technically really low numbers for Nightmare. When you're talking really low numbers or really high numbers, the differences are quite small but big at the same time. For someone to go from 13 to 20 million on Nightmare is actually a huge step. So if that comes from just inconsistencies in your team, that's a big thing. That is something you really should look into. That is scary. That means that your team is not well put together in a way or in a sense. It means that your buffs or debuffs doesn't really come out at the right time. So Geomancer is still lacking. I'm still very confident that has mostly to do with his A3 not being booked. Rostin is putting out some really good numbers. And he will put out even better numbers once I switch Farkin and Rostin's gear around a bit. And then my next mission is also to get Seeker in more attack and still maintain a ish 3000 defense, because he's pretty good on defense and HP right now. He can survive for a long ass time. So yeah, I think that's it. I think this was a little fun video. I liked it. I hope you did as well. Leave a like, comment down below. Link to Discord down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.